Hi everyone, Kate here, and this week I will be sharing a variety of historical beauty recipes that all have one thing in common. They can be made in under a minute. Now, as much as I love spending an evening gently stirring together a pot of new cold cream, sometimes I just want something that's a little quicker. Whether you're rushed for time or just looking to take a few soothing minutes break from everything, here are 5 beauty recipes dating from the Victorian period through to the 1930s that have minimal ingredients and require minimal effort. The first concoction I will be sharing with you today is a simple cornmeal-based dry shampoo. Step 1 is to spoon some cornmeal into a bowl or container. You can also use cornstarch for this recipe, which I actually find a bit easier to use, but cornmeal does work too, even if it is a bit messier. Next, stir in an equal part of orris root. The most accurate way to do this is by weighing the 2 powders, but accuracy doesn't really matter for this recipe, so I've just gone ahead and measured by volume, using a tablespoon of each. This should make enough for about 1 or 2 dry shampoos, but you can certainly work up a bigger batch if you want to keep some on hand. To use, simply sprinkle on the hair and brush out. Your lock should now be refreshed and delicately perfumed with a violet-like aroma. Next up, we have a Victorian-era lotion. During this time period, the term lotion was used to mean a very light, rather watery product with gentle, moisturizing properties. For this particular variation, combine 4 teaspoons of either rose water or orange flower water with 1 teaspoon of glycerin. I've used 3 teaspoons of the rose water and 1 of the orange flower water to give mine a slightly more complex scent. The recipe suggests that you may gently tint this lotion with some carmine. Now, I try to avoid carmine, but I've added in a pinch of beetroot powder to give mine that desired light pink color. Be sure to only add a small amount, as you don't want to accidentally stain your skin. To apply, simply dab a bit into the skin and let dry. Since this recipe is water-based, be sure to keep any leftovers in the fridge, or consider adding a broad-spectrum preservative to extend its shelf life. Carrying on with the skincare theme, we will next cleanse our face using a 1930s Hollywood suggestion. The original instructions read, after the use of cleansing cream and lotion, apply a little honey to the chin, cheeks, nose, and forehead. lightly until the skin glows. Then remove with water or lotion. The article states this is great for oily skin and large pores, and I can personally attest that raw honey works great on troubled skin. Next up, what about a super simple makeup recipe? All you need is some cold cream, either homemade or store-bought, and a bit of pigment. I like iron oxides or micas, although carmine is a more historically accurate option, and you could also go with botanical pigments, such as beetroot powder or hibiscus. Take a tablespoon of the cold cream and stir in a pinch or two of pigment. You'll want to use more or less depending on how strong your pigment is and how colorful you like your rouge. I started by using a combination of a red iron oxide and some red mica, but decided to also add in some pinker micas just to perk the color up a bit. Stir well to combine, and voila! You now have a new, historically inspired rouge to give your cheeks a rosy glow. If you accidentally get the blush too pigmented, you can mix in some more cold cream to tone it down, or use a piece of flannel to wipe off any excess. If you used a Lip Safe cold cream, you may also use this product as a tinted lip balm. Let's round out this list of recipes with a simple Victorian perfume. This one requires only 3 oils, so it is much more economical than some perfumes, especially if you don't already have a large essential oil collection, which you keep in a velvet-lined drawer. I may have a bit of a problem. Into a glass spray bottle, add 65 drops of a bergamot essential oil, 15 drops of a vanilla essential oil, and 20 drops of a benzoin oil. Top up with 1 ounce of a plain high-proof alcohol. I'm using a perfumer's alcohol because I have some on hand, but I have had great success just using plain vodka in the past if you're looking for an easier to obtain alternative. Shake well to combine the oils and the alcohol. You can use it right away, but typically perfumes will develop over time and will be even better if you wait a few weeks. But what the heck, I'm impatient. I'm going to use mine right now. The scent reminds me very much of a cream Earl Grey tea, which is probably because cream Earl Grey is usually scented with bergamot and vanilla. It's a very nice, sweet floral scent that starts off more bergamot and fades to vanilla over time. Well, that's it for this week. I'd love to know if anyone tries out any of these recipes, or if you're interested in more simple recipe options in the future. I have a ton of these saved, so I can certainly make part 2 if there's interest. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! This video is made possible through the generous support of my Patreon members. Thank you.